Hi, Louise Hosking. I'm Nick Cheung, as you know, from Buckingham Futures. Just wanted to learn a bit more about you. What is your role at the CIEH?
So I've got a fantastic role at the Chartered Institute of Environmental Health. So a little bit about me is that I graduated as an environmental health student a really long time ago. So I've actually been a member of the CIEH for 35 years. And I always like to say I started when I was 2 those years. So I was an environmental health officer in a local authority, but I've done all sorts of incredible things with my qualification. And the qualification that we do as an environmental health professional is so varied and diverse, and it means that there's choices when you graduate. For me, working for a local authority was really important, and it's exciting, and you are a regulator. I actually prosecuted a national retailer who hired me afterwards. So I've worked in retail, I've worked in commercial property management, so I've done a lot of work around big buildings, and pulling on all 5 pillars of environmental health quite a lot of the time. I created my own business. I've worked in health and safety. So last year I was the president of CIEH, and I'm now here at the Chartered Institute of Environmental Health. And my role is all about external visibility of environmental health. So within my directorate, we look at policy and campaigns, we look at events and conferences, and all of the lovely external engagement and raising the profile of environmental health is part of my remit.
Brilliant. That sounds amazing, what you do. Love the work that you do as well. I'm sure
I love the work that I do, supporting our members who work so hard to improve health locally, nationally and globally.
Absolutely. What was the reason that you chose environmental health?
Oh my goodness. So I studied science A levels. So I did biology, chemistry and physics A levels, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do going forward. And when I was a level student, the careers advisor, we had this kind of questionnaire that we could fill in and plug in all of our interests and subjects. And the number one job, there were like 100 jobs on this list, and the number one job came out as health and safety officer. And I thought, oh no, I don't fancy that really. And I started looking into it, and I came across environmental health. And what I liked about environmental health was, yes, health and safety was in there, but actually there were other things as well. And I liked the thought of being able to go into other areas. And so I actually contacted my local authority, which was Cambridge, where I ended up working. And I went out for a day with an environmental health officer. And it was fantastic. I really liked it. I liked the fact that it's the kind of job that you're not stuck behind a desk all day. So you're out and about meeting people, out in the community. And there is a bit of desk work. And actually, the bigger the roles you get, the more desk work you do. So yeah, that's why I did it. And I've never looked back. And I don't think I'd have been able to do some of the things that I've done in my career if I hadn't have had that really strong foundation. I worked for a fantastic local authority, really supportive, great team. And yeah, thanks to that really strong foundation I had early on, I've been able to do some amazing things.
Brilliant. And what would you say the most interesting part of working at Cambridge was as an environmental health practitioner?
At Cambridge, oh my goodness. So when I graduated, so the Food Safety Act 1990 was brand new, and I literally had been qualified like 3 months or something. And I instigated the first emergency closure using they were brand new powers then, to serve emergency prohibition notices. And I did all of that as a brand new EHO, and they actually relied on me because I'd literally studied the whole thing. And so I had all the code of practice in my head and I knew all of the steps, and you know, some of the senior, more seasoned EHOs supported the work that I did, but to get that notice turned into an order, to then go through the prosecution and the courts and so on. So yeah, I instigated quite a few prosecutions, and yeah, I think those were and also working where I grew up was really nice as well. That was good.
That sounds excellent. I can't believe you've done all that as well. I mean, you talk about a lot of environmental health and how it is now currently, but how do you envision it in the future? Maybe in 5 years' time, when there's new technology in play, like artificial intelligence.
Yeah, oh, AI is amazing, isn't it? So yeah, so where are we going in the future? So I think there's so much scope in environmental health. So for me, environmental health is a real purpose-driven career. So by coming into environmental health, you potentially are making a positive impact, not just locally, not just to individuals, but nationally and globally as well. So I believe that people are going to start to want to come into environmental health as we raise the profile through, you know, the roadmap that I'm starting to establish now. So hopefully we're going to have more people considering it as a career. I do genuinely believe we're creating opportunities as well, not just for students that are perhaps looking at environmental health degrees, postgraduate qualifications, and the apprenticeships, which are amazing, but actually looking at how can we raise the capability of individuals that have perhaps been working in industry and want to focus on a specific area, because we know that when they come into a specific area, they may well then in turn go and look at taking a course that covers the whole range of environmental health. So I met recently with somebody, I was asked to give a talk to a local food group, and the chair had been a chef for 10 years and now doing food safety. And I just think, do you know what? She's going to be awesome, isn't she, at doing that with that practical experience. So I think, you know, people don't have linear careers anymore. You know, it's quite unusual for people to take a job and kind of stay in one place. And actually, we have this amazingly diverse profession. And if we can build up choices in the future for where people work, there's no reason why, you know, people can't work in a local authority. They might go and work in a charity. They might work in a government function in the future, and then perhaps spin around and work for local authority again. And if you think of my career, you know, I started in pure environmental health, gradually did lots and lots of other things, and here I am back again doing environmental health. So I think it's, you know, my advice to new people coming into the sector is to follow your passion and to take those roles that really interest you and where you feel you can make a difference. And, you know, from an employer's perspective, is thinking about how we can create choice. And let's have EHPs as future chief executives. That would be good, wouldn't it? So, you know, if you imagine running a company or an organisation and you started your life as an EHP, you're going to put your people first. And that's, you know, that's how businesses need to operate in going into the future. You asked about AI, which I think is amazing. I think hopefully organisations will pull on AI a bit more than they do, but we're always going to need that human touch, and that human touch is what environmental health is all about. So yeah, I mean, we should be embracing technologies looking for new ways to regulate and support the organisations that we're working within, and not resist it. Just go with the flow and embrace change, and create choice, and just go for those amazing roles wherever they may be.
I absolutely agree with everything you said there. And we need to look to the future and absolutely embrace everything that comes to us. And if there was one advice that you could give to the next professionals of environmental health, what would it be?
Oh gosh, well, I said follow your passions. So follow your passions, and just be bold. Step into it. Join the Chartered Institute of Environmental Health, because we really want to support our students, and I've got some ideas around that I'm hoping will put students front and centre of some of this. We've got lots of opportunity for learning. Students can get access to our conferences. We've got a student pathway and the mentoring program. And just having other people within the community of environmental health via the CIEH is a great place to go. And I think I've probably given you more than one there, Nick.
That's fine. I mean, where can the people find your links then? Is this all on CIEH's website?
Yeah, so have a look at the CIEH website, which is really nicely bannered actually, so it's really easy to navigate. I like to think I'm reasonably accessible. You can find me on LinkedIn, Louise Hosking. I'm really keen to stay in touch with as many members as I can.
That's absolutely brilliant. And thank you for your time today, Louise. And I hope that everyone that sees the video will be inspired and passionate about environmental health like us.
Thank you. And just remember, it takes just one conversation at a time to influence somebody, and you don't know what they'll do in the future.
Absolutely. And do you have anything else you want to say to the audience?
No, just go for it. Just be bold, be ambitious, and let's change the world together.
Brilliant. Thank you for your time, and speak to you soon.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.